This media is brought to you by Polyscope.
In the realm of tomorrow, where techniques mind, we ponder, we dream.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to ThinkFuture. Thanks for joining us. It's show number 1068. And today we're going to talk a little bit about AI and prompts. Now, a lot of people, I think, have got this whole thing backwards. They got the whole thing backwards. Because what they think, or how they work with AI, is this. They basically come up with a prompt, and they output something, or AI outputs something, and then they just use whatever AI outputted for whatever they're trying to do. Whether it's an image, or a newsletter, or a X post, or Facebook, or TikTok, or whatever. They put a prompt into AI, and it either puts out an output of a text, output of an image, output of a video, and that's it. Right? So the human creates the prompt, and the AI creates the thing. And I think, maybe 98% of people probably do it just like that. But I'm going to say that is the wrong way to do it. That is the absolutely wrong way to do it. You've got it backwards. The way to do it is to put in a light prompt from yourself, and then let the AI prompt you to become more creative. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what are you talking about, Chris? Well, I'll tell you. So let's say that you want to complete a task. Say you're writing an essay, or you're writing a novel, or you're drawing something, or whatever. You're trying to come up with something, right? And it's really tempting for us human beings because we are, the term I used before is lazy, but we're not really lazy. We just want to conserve our resources, right? We want to do the least amount of work for the most amount of return. So when we come across AI, we think to ourselves, I only need to put a little bit of work into it, and look at all this return I get. And that's how it should work. That's not how creativity works. Creativity should work the opposite way, in that we work with AI, and not just to create an output, not just have the AI create an output and be done with it. We work with AI to not just create output, but to create output that then goes back into our heads, creates input for us. So instead of us prompting the AI actually prompts us with this output. So we give it, and this is why I like using light prompts. See, some people like using heavy prompts. They go in there and they say, I want this exact thing, blah, 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 blah. And they engineer a prompt so that it's really specific. Take a man, put him in front of a board, put him on a stage, put him like standing beside an android, saying this, speaking into a megaphone, blah, blah. So really specific. Like they write a paragraph of prompt to make sure that the AI knows exactly what to respond with. And the more detailed you make the prompt, the closer the AI is going to get to the image that you want. But that presupposes that you've already figured out what that image is going to be in your head, and all you want is the AI to generate it. But that's not how creativity should work. Creativity should work both ways. You should, and this is why I like using light prompts, is just give it a super light prompt, like hardly any information, and then see what it comes up with. Let it surprise you with some kind of output. For example, the other day, I think actually this is a while back, I gave it a prompt which was a representation of loneliness. That's all I said. Do a representation of loneliness. Now, I could have said, a man sitting on a chair in an empty room, and it's dark, and there's a spotlight, and blah, 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 blah. And I could have been really specific with that, but I wasn't specific. And it came back with the most amazing image I have ever seen come out of an AI. And I posted it to a few places. Some people said that is like art. It is so good. And it was really good. It was really good. But what it did is I could have posted it just like that. But the reality is that what it is, it opened my eyes. It was a prompt for me. I looked at it and it triggered idea after idea after idea in my head. So not only did I prompt the AI was prompting me. And this is exactly how we should be working with AI, is that we give it a light prompt and then ask it to help us come up with things. So use the output of the AI not as it is, but as creative input to ourselves. This is why they're great research assistants, right? Because I'm writing a time travel novel, and I need to set it in a couple different places. The ancient city of Ur, the ancient city of Alexandria in Egypt. And I need to find out what those places are like, how, what people wore, what the sound was like, what the smell was like, how everything looked. I needed to find those things out. And some of those things actually triggered ideas for parts of the story that I never would have thought about had I given it a really good idea of what I thought Alexandria or Ur were like. So let AI prompt you. Don't just take what AI comes out with and use it as is. Have it come back into your creative process and trigger other things in your head. That's the proper way to use AI. Have it prompt you as you prompt it. That's it for me for today. See you next time, and until then, don't forget to think future.
Pixels and philosophies merge and mold, a future untold, unseen.